It's nice to hear that intro jingle again, isn't it? Anyway, hi. Welcome back to Pandora's Box. It's been a hot minute since I've done one of these videos. We finished the main story mode of this game, like, a few months ago, at time of recording, but it turns out there are more puzzles to be solved, even still. I was doing some reading about this game, as one does, and apparently, sometime after the original release of this game, I'm not sure when exactly, Microsoft re-released it as like the Puzzle Game of the Year edition with a bunch of bonus puzzles that are in this puzzles only mode. They're not part of the main story. I'm not quite sure if that's the case, because like Wikipedia claims that there are 50 of these bonus puzzles, but there aren't. I counted. There are 40, not 50. I don't know how to explain that discrepancy. There's frustratingly little information about this game online, which vexes me personally. But if anyone has any more insight into this whole thing, feel free to share. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. Puzzles only. You can play just your favorite puzzles or replay puzzles that you've already solved. Yes, you can click on the category of puzzle up here at the top. You can select any puzzle from any level. And there are also these new puzzles. They're not distributed equally, much like in the story mode. There are 10 new focus point puzzles, which we'll start with. 7 new rotoscopes, 7 new overlaps, 6 new Jessie strips, 6 new find and fills, and 4 new image holes, for a total of 40. Sadly, there are no new outer layer puzzles, no new interlocks, no new slices, and no new lens benders. So I'm gonna solve these. I'm gonna do this. God, words are hard sometimes. I'm gonna do this basically the same way I did it in the main story mode playthrough, which is I'm gonna solve 10 puzzles at a time and, publish them that way. But since these are like bonus puzzles and not like part of the main story, I'm gonna allow myself to edit out long stretches of silence and me getting stuck on the puzzles, because otherwise these videos will probably get interminably long. But anyway, let's get started, shall we? So I'm sure you've already noticed, there's like no music in these bonus puzzles for some strange reason. I don't know why. So I'm having to commentate these puzzles in total silence, which is a little awkward. I may or may not edit in some background music. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it, I guess. But the good news about this is that I don't have to do the pain in the ass editing process that I had to do for while I was going through the main story mode of this game. I've talked about it before, but like I had to record my microphone audio separately on Audacity because the game was just too loud and there's no way to adjust the volume at all. So I had to record my microphone audio separately and then, put the two files together and not put them together, but like line them up in DaVinci Resolve and do audio balancing manually. And it would take a while to render, and it was a pain in the ass, but I did it anyway because I love this game. And this shouldn't be that hard, but I'm kind of struggling anyway. I guess that's what you get when you step away from this game for a few months. Fair enough. Also, the total lack of music is admittedly kind of really throwing me off. Maybe it shouldn't be, but it is. It is a little weird. But again, the bright side is I don't have to do as much editing. I'm still gonna have to do a little bit of editing with the fade in and the fade out, but I don't have to line up the audio sources by hand and have them possibly be off by like a quarter or a half a second, hoping that nobody noticed who was watching. the perils of doing this sometimes. It's funny. Let's see, I think we're getting close to solving this, which is nice. Yeah, we're almost done here. What am I missing here? This needs to go somewhere else. But where else? There else. Noah's Ark and building of the cities of Argos and Athens. From Jean de Courcy's Chronicle of Oh god, how do you pronounce that? Bouquechardiere. I'm not good at French to begin with, assuming that's even French. And that was a long and complicated word. Okay. We'll go ahead and start on the next one. I'm gonna solve these from like most to least numerous. So since focus points have the most puzzles in this bonus mode, I'll start with those for a few until we get down to like 7, and then I'll move on to other puzzle types. Speaking of which, I need to pull out my notes just so I can keep track of how many puzzles there are. I just have like a standard notepad app downloaded. I downloaded it years ago while I was in college, and it's worked for me fine. It's, you know, it's pretty bare bones. You just write stuff down in a text document. But all of a sudden, it started hitting me with tons of ads out of nowhere for basically no reason, and it's really annoying. It's like, y'all, I just need to write down text. You don't need to hit me with this shit. It's extremely annoying. I love our capitalist hellscape that we live in, she said sarcastically. But I lost my train of thought. Oh, you might have already noticed, but for these bonus puzzles, no hints or free puzzle tokens to be found here. So if I get hard stuck, tough shit. I gotta tough it out. I gotta deal with it. That's, you know, maybe going to be a problem when we get to the rotoscopes. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. Let's see. I'm having a strangely difficult time lining up like this top section with the sky. I would think I'd have an easier time with that than I currently am. There we go, that's more correct. Had those reversed. Okay, that definitely goes there. I feel like the scenes of these crowd shots, you know what I mean. The crowd business definitely goes on the bottom. That makes the most sense to me as a person living in the world today. I don't know where I got that from. It's just a thing that I say sometimes. That seems correct. And that also kind of seems correct. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's where those go. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I'm starting to pick up what this puzzle's putting down a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Can't do too well, obviously. Let's see. That is obviously incorrect. It's gonna be... it's kind of tough getting back into the puzzle-solving headspace after being away for a few months. I maybe should have practiced these, but I already didn't do that, so here we are. It's fine. Everything's fine. Things will be A-okay, or my name is Archibald, and it's not. And I definitely probably have not made that joke before in the at any point in the past 35 previous Pandora's Box videos, it's fine. Everything's fine. Like I said, if I go long stretches acting like silent or failing to make any meaningful progress, I will allow myself to edit those bits out, because these are extra puzzles. They're not part of the main story mode, so I don't feel obligated or pressured, I guess, to keep every single agonizing second on screen. I will give myself a little bit of grace. Shout out to giving yourself a little bit of grace. 2 puzzles in, and I'm already back to saying stupid shit. I love that for me. I love that for us. I might edit in some music. I don't know that I will, but I might do that just so folks will have more to listen to than just my talking and the clicking of puzzle pieces. And despite my reservations about this game's music that I talked about earlier in the series, I do think the soundtrack is pretty good, generally speaking. I think I need to move these over. This seems correct here, placed in this corner, but beyond that, who can say? The problem, I ran into this problem several times over the course of the course of the standard story mode playthrough of this game, is that some of these pieces are so pixelated that it's hard to tell where they're supposed to go. And even if you get them in the right spot, it can be like, is that the right spot? I don't know. It looks too weird. I think these 2 are lined up, but also they're not in the right spot. Maybe? Aha! That's where that goes. Marvelous. Had to line up that little bit of the building there. We can potentially use this to get some more bits of this puzzle solved. Right, you can turn off the grid. I think I'm gonna keep that in mind. That is helpful for lining up pieces. Speaking of which... yeah, that looks more correct. And that goes over there. There we go. We're getting somewhere. It is nice to have that feeling again of like... of feeling like you're on the right track to solving a puzzle. Like, hell yeah! And then I immediately lost it again, because I'm fantastic at this video game. We've been over this. There's no need to relitigate it. I'm really good at video games. Except when I'm not, which is frequently, but, you know. That's all. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking about it, and the problem with editing in music is that, I would have to guess for where some of these puzzles come from. Like, sure, maybe that last one was, French, but that's only because I'm guessing at, like, the artist's name. I don't actually know that for sure. So, like, would it be correct or incorrect to put the Paris puzzle-solving music in there? And then from there, the question becomes, do I try and be accurate with that, or do I just put in whatever music I want where, and risk having, like, a disjointed or mismatched musical experience? I don't know. I truly do not know. Things are... it is a mystery to me. But what's not a mystery to me is the fact that we're almost done with this puzzle. And, you know, considering I haven't played this game in a few months, The fact that it's only taken like a little over 10 minutes, you know what? I'll take that. I will happily take that. Okay, where does this go? We're like tantalizingly close to solving this puzzle. Aha! What piece am I missing? What is misaligned here? I'm not sure. Oh, this piece needs to go somewhere else. Does it? There we go. Okay. Le Pont Neuf et la Pont de la Samaritaine, vu du quai de la Megisserie, by Nicolas Raguenet. Jesus Christ, that was a mouthful. Okay, that's 2 puzzles solved. Moving right along. This one is very small. I'll take that. We take those, etc., etc. You've heard that before. I don't need to... Again, we don't need to relitigate any of that. It's fine. I was going to start talking about something else, but this puzzle seems small enough that I think I can just focus on solving this first, and then we can maybe get to other things. We'll see. There we go. Church interior painting. Artist unknown. This painting looks like it has seen some shit. Okay, that's 3 puzzles. And we're down to 7 focus points. I'll go ahead and do one more, and then we can move on to other puzzle types. Oh boy. Okay, this looks like a person's face, so... Let's maybe start by figuring out where certain bits should go, and then going from... Maybe several people's faces? Okay, no, I think it's just the one face, but... Okay, this isn't as bad as I previously thought it might have been. I think... Yeah, I think we'll be okay, actually. This is coming together rather quickly, actually. Won't catch me complaining about that. Oh, that's a nice hat. That kind of just snapped into place pretty suddenly. Oops. There we go. Head of a Woman by Amedeo Modigliani. Marvelous. Alright. I'm keeping track of how many puzzles I'm solving manually here, because otherwise I'm going to lose track. So that's 4 puzzles. There are 6 focus points left. So let's do a rotoscope. Okay, this is a small one. I was gonna be worried. Oh good, this one is deciding to run slow today. It always seems like kind of a gamble as to whether or not a rotoscope is gonna be smooth or choppy with regards to its animation. These aren't in the right spot. I need to find... I think this needs to go... Yeah. This is a really small rotoscope, actually. You don't usually deal with puzzles this small. If I can just get the... I know where all the outer pieces go. The problem is getting them lined up. Yeah, this needs to go up top. There are only 8 pieces to this, wow. I feel like the puzzles weren't this small even when this puzzle category was first introduced. And obviously that's not true, but like, I don't know, the smallness of it is throwing me off, actually. Oh my god, just trying to get them all out is maddening. I really wish I had access to tokens, but I don't. I am forced to get good. Okay, I'm sorry to inflict my struggling with these upon you again. I have no choice. I'm restarting. I'm so sorry, this must be torture to watch. I'm definitely editing out bits of this. This should not be this hard. I've already spent almost 5 dang minutes on this dang puzzle. Dang. One more dang for good measure. Sometimes you gotta get some extra dangs out when you're particularly frustrated by something, you know? It's important to get your... It's important to get your dangs out. Do I know what this means? Not entirely. Don't worry about it. I've got to engineer it so that these two are flipped, but I don't know how to do that, because I'm bad at these. Ooh-wah. I'm kind of hoping I just luck into the solution, to be honest. This is torture. To me, specifically. I'm not a fan. Why can't you just work? God damn it. Okay, so we're back to this song and dance again. Auga! I'm devolving into just making stupid noises. Shout out to my rotoscope prowess. This sucks. This honestly sucks. I hate this. I don't hate this, I'm just really annoyed at myself right now for being unable to solve a simple puzzle. My brain just refuses to understand the concept of rotoscopes, and I do not know why. I've always been like this. Really hard not to drop F-bombs right now. Trying to keep some sense of decorum. Failing miserably, but trying. Yes! Okay, good. I can solve the rest of this goddamn puzzle. What am I missing? What did... Oh, this is... needs to be rotated. There we go. God. Dish with elephant rigged for battle. Artist unknown. Get me out of this hellhole. Okay. That makes 5. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 rotoscopes left. So, let's go over to overlaps. Okay, this is more my speed. I understand this. Rotoscopes, get that shit out of here. Overlaps, yes. I say that and immediately start struggling to find where this piece goes, but... you know, this is fine. Oh, I missed that sound effect. That is such a good sound effect, honestly. It's so pleasing to the ears. It's like, yeah, you didn't put this piece in the correct place. You are unraveling the chaos that has been inflicted on a piece of art, and you are slowly putting the world back into shape, putting things where they're supposed to be. You are realigning the universe when you get one of those. Let me try and get one real quick so you know what I mean. Like, hold on. Hold. Hold. This would have worked out so much better if I could actually get something. Like, that is so nice, right? I'm not just overreacting because I'm still riding the high of not having to do a rotoscope at this present moment. It's like, that's some A+ sound design. Whoever did that, I hope you got a raise while you were working at Microsoft. Oh, that's so good. Okay, I'm gonna move on from that. Try not to drive away the audience with my silliness too hard. No promises. That's so nice. Okay, come on. I know this goes down here somewhere. This is so obviously part of the river of this puzzle coded. I guess I'll come back to it. Whatever. Man, the dopamine of that putting a piece down correctly in an overlap puzzle, that's a really nice hit of dopamine. That's better than getting a 5-star pull in a gacha, in my opinion. I tried playing gachas for a little bit when they first got big. I tried a few of them. I tried let's see, I tried Kingdom Hearts Union Cross for a while. I tried that one I don't remember the name of that was written by Masato Kato, the Chrono Trigger guy. It's a time travel thing. Something. A cat is involved in the title. The Cat Beyond Time and Space, I think. I don't remember. I tried that one for a little while. I tried Dissidia Opera Omnia, which is a very silly title for a video game. And I think I tried Star Ocean and Amnesis and nice. One or two others I'm forgetting, but I never lasted very long for any of them. The longest I played one was like maybe a couple of weeks, I think. And of course the problem I had with all of these games is that they are, of course, by design, way too goddamn grindy if you aren't spending real actual money on it. And like they're designed that way on purpose to get you to spend money so that you don't have to deal with the tedium of playing the game otherwise, which is really insidious and gross in my opinion. Just for like a collection of aesthetically pleasing JPEGs that won't even last forever anyways if the game, or more likely when the game gets discontinued for whatever reason. So it's just like all like gross, ephemeral, gambling nonsense. Left a bad taste in my mouth, to be honest. I kind of feel bad for the people who work on those games, because it's like I'm sure it wasn't the first choice for any of the developers. But corporate bigwigs are like, hey, these hot JPEGs are selling. You gotta make them. It's like, all right, boss. I don't like it, but I'll do it, I guess. Everybody needs a paycheck, and it's like I'm not gonna begrudge. I don't begrudge people who work on video games or whatever other career that I don't personally enjoy. It's like you gotta put food on the table, But it's just like, man, that can't be working in gachas. I can't imagine that's the most artistically fulfilling job on the planet. Oops. But enough about that. We're almost done with this puzzle. There we go. A view of the Blackfriars... Excuse me, let me try that again. A view of the Blackfriars Bridge with St. Paul's Cathedral by William Marlow. And that brings our puzzle count up to 6. With 6 of these left. Let's see. Let's go back to focus point. Do one of these. There are 6 of each category left, I believe. So let's go back to this one. Completely random shift in conversation. There's a construction company has been doing work in my neighborhood for the past week or so. I think they're replacing some bits of sidewalk, if I had to guess. I mean, I'm fairly certain that's the case. I went outside earlier to look, and indeed there were new bits of sidewalk where there hadn't been previously. And you know, that's all well and good. It's important to do that kind of stuff, but it's been annoying for me personally, trying to record video games trying to record me talking over video games on the internet. And it's like, that's not the sort of thing where you can like just go up to them and ask to stop, because like, no, of course they're not going to listen, and they're well within their rights to not listen. It's like,
hey, could you guys stop for like maybe an hour or so? I'm trying to record a video where I play a video game on the internet and I talk over it, and people seem to like that sort of thing. It's actually very popular. So if you guys could just like, oh no, I'm not getting paid for it. I do it because I like to. I think it's fun. Yeah, no, no, I understand. Yeah, if you could just like, oh, you can't. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, totally. I just wanted to ask before. Oh, okay. I'll go screw myself. Okay. Yeah. Bye. Okay.
That's probably how that conversation would go. Maybe not exactly, but you know. It's like fine. I'm not entitled enough to actually attempt that conversation in the first place, but you know. It wouldn't end well if I did. You know, considering how generally monochrome this puzzle is, I'm having an easier time with it than I thought I would. Which, you know, I'll take that. Won't catch me complaining about it. What you will catch me doing is wondering where some of these... Oh, we're done already. Okay. The Statue of Liberty by Francis Hopkinson Smith. That brings us up to 7. And we're down to 5 new focus points. So let's go back to rotoscopes, unfortunately. Okay, another small one. Theoretically, that should make this easier. But, you know, we'll see how that actually plays out. LMAO. Well, I've almost got this outer bit solved. I just need to... I gotta switch the inner bits with the outer bits. I'm sure you could make some sort of joke about that. I'm not sure what it would be, but cleverer people than me can certainly try if they want. But yeah, it's been difficult finding time to... Let me restart this. It's been difficult finding time to record these with the construction work going on. Both for this and for 922 to date myself to see when it, so you know, so the audience knows exactly when I'm recording this. I'm not quite halfway done with recording videos for that. It's going pretty well actually, which is nice. I like doing the VN readings. They're fun. They're fun, and I get to read stuff. Jesus Christ. I'm very good at words. I get to... I almost had it. But yeah, I don't know. VN readings are fun. I get to read cool stories, and I get to do voice acting a little bit. Not professional voice acting, obviously, but I don't really think I have what it takes to be a voice actor, and I don't mean that I think I'm bad at it. Not necessarily, anyway, but I don't have, like... I don't think my voice is charismatic enough for it, you know? I don't have that for... Oh, we're done. Celestial Arts by Andreas Cellarius. Let me mark that down. Okay, we're down to 5 rotoscopes, so I think we'll go back to overlaps. But yeah, I don't think my voice is charismatic enough, unfortunately. I I don't think I sound like a voice actor. I just kind of sound like a normal person, you know? I don't have a lot of like range in my voice either. And some voice actors don't have a lot of range. Some just like have their normal speaking voice, and that's fine. Like Johnny Young Bosch is an incredible voice actor, but he doesn't have a whole lot of range. He always just sounds like himself, but he's insanely good. But so like a lot of range isn't necessary, but I don't think my voice is I just don't think my voice is naturally charismatic enough to carry any like professional projects. I just kind of sound like a person. You know, I don't have that. I don't have that je ne sais quoi, I guess. Is maybe a fruity way of putting that. But it's true. Oops. But like, that's fine. I'm not hung up about it or anything. Not everybody is cut out for everything, and that's fine. Like, and even if I did have the voice for it, I don't think I would consider myself a voice actor anyway. I always consider myself like a musician first, or you know, I guess composer, but like that sounds more inherently pretentious to me, I guess. Maybe it shouldn't, but that's how I feel about it. You definitely go... There we go. Somewhere over there. Oops. Oh. I thought I saw a car passing by, but... I saw motion out of the corner of my eye, so I thought it might have been like a car passing by, but no, it was just my roommate's cat cleaning herself on my bed. My roommate's cat likes to hang out when my roommate is not home, which is, you know, it's pretty frequent. He's busy with work most of the time, and so cat likes to hang out in here for attention, and I will definitely give her attention because she is adorable. Cats are good, you guys. I don't know if y'all are aware, but like cats, pretty cool. Where does this go? Okay, I definitely heard a car pass by just now. That's where that goes. Yeah, cats pretty cool. I don't know that I would have advocated for them to be domesticated when I was around, if I was around when that was first happening, but hey, I'm glad that happened. Cats are pretty cool. Incredible, insightful commentary from yours truly. This is what y'all are subscribed to. Almost 200 people willingly signed up for this, and I feel like I'm pretty confident in saying that most of them aren't bots. Maybe some of them are. That's probably the case. But like, most of the people who are watching this YouTube channel are, for whatever reason, real people who find my videos entertaining and or interesting enough to want to experience more of that on at least a semi-regular basis. You know, I don't get to update as much as I would like. Life gets in the way and all that, but when I am able to find time to record videos like this, I don't know, it's a fun way to pass the time, and people seem to like it, so I'm grateful to have the audience that I do, even if it's not the biggest one. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are the real ones. Anyway, we're almost done with this here puzzle. Where do these hands go? I bet artists ask themselves that question a lot. They're drawing like they're drawing a person, and like in the middle of it, they're just like, wait a minute, is that where that hand goes? Probably not the most uncommon occurrence, if I had to wager. And I don't wager. I don't have a lot of money to wager with, but... Anyway, The Prodigal Son with Courtesans. Artist unknown. Alright, that brings us up to 9. And 5 overlaps. Oh, I completely forgot about the Jesse strips and the find and fills. We'll get started on that. No, I don't want interactive instructions. I know how Jesse strips work. Alright. The pieces here are kind of small and hard to distinguish from each other. We might... Ugh, sorry, I had to stretch real quick. My arm was starting to cramp up. We might be here for a minute. Oh, nice. I say that, and then I immediately put one down. I love when that happens. Okay, there's bits of sky in this one. So I kinda... There we go. I was like, I kinda feel like I should go... We should get those out of the way first. The pieces with the bits of sky in them. That'll make the rest of the pieces easier to line up, I think. There we go. Even if it's... Excuse me, even if it's just a tiny bit. I should take a drink, actually. Let me pause and do that. Okay, we're back. It's important to stay hydrated, and also when you're doing YouTube videos and talking for long periods of time, or, you know, streaming or whatever else that requires a lot of talking, it's important to keep your throat from drying out. Nobody wants that, least of all you, the person doing it. There we go. I thought that wasn't going to go there at first, I'll be honest. Happy it did, though. I think this piece is in the correct orientation based on this window shape here, but... There we go. I was gonna say, beyond that, I don't know where it goes. Turns out I did. If not entirely intentionally. Okay, this maybe isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Some of the Jesse strips near the end of the story mode playthrough were horrendously complex. Took ages to solve. Glad we're past that. I don't... Obviously, the difficulty of these bonus puzzles is going to be probably pretty unevenly spaced, so I don't know... Get that out of the way. What was I gonna say? I don't know that I'll be able to fully account for how tough these are gonna get. The difficulty curve is gonna be a little off balance. Probably. That was a much easier way of saying that. I don't know why I didn't do that the first time. There we go. This seems correct. Because it was. Nice. I don't know if you heard that just now, but my roommate's cat just meowed at me, and unfortunately for her, I'm busy trying to solve puzzles, so she's going to have to wait a little longer before I can give her attention. And attention she shall have. Believe you me, just not right now. She's a good kitty. She's just rather insistent sometimes. Say, hey, you're not paying attention to me, like, right this very instant? How dare you? And sometimes she'll do the classic cat thing of like she'll want to be let out of the room, so I let her out of the room, and then 5 minutes later, she meows from outside of the room to be let back into the room. Classic cat behavior. She's very guilty of that. She's not beating the cat allegations. Sweetie, I'm busy solving puzzles. I'm sorry, but you're good. Nice. You're gonna have to wait a little bit, okay? Just like be chill. I know, just be chill for a few more minutes. I don't know if you can hear the meows that are happening. I have my mic set up to hopefully not pick up anything else besides my voice. She's not happy right now. That's fine. She can deal with it. Who needs interesting commentary when you can just talk about cats? Let's see. Some of the pieces are just a mess of like lines and shapes, and it's just like, where on earth could this possibly go? Sometimes the answer is simple though, like that. It's like, it goes right there, you ignoramus. Do people call people ignoramus anymore? I feel like that particular insult has maybe fallen out of fashion in recent times. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. I feel like that's the kind of insult that you only really hear nowadays in like movies. It's like, when would I otherwise have the occasion to like to bust out that particular word? It's like, why would you do that, you ignoramus? It's like, you gotta kind of contrive a situation in which you would feel comfortable calling somebody that, you know? Because it's like, Lilo, please hush. I'm trying to solve this puzzle. I'll get back to you in a minute. You're making this more difficult than it already is. I feel certain that this is the correct orientation because of this arch here, but beyond that, I'm not sure where this piece goes. Oh, it goes right there. Okay. Mystery solved. Let me move this out of the way. It's causing unnecessary confusion. Not sure where that one goes yet. Anyway, we can move on from the ignoramus talk. I don't have anything else to say about that. That was just a silly joke that went on too long. Sometimes jokes get better if you like really get into the weeds of it, but not always. Sometimes they don't. That was probably one of those times where they don't. But it's fine. Like, I'm not a comedian. I don't get paid to be funny. Never mind. I thought I knew where that goes. I clearly did not. There we go. Really? That almost lines up. Not quite enough, I guess. There we go. Other side. And that goes there. Marvelous, marvelous. You know what's weirdly funny sometimes? Is intentionally mispronouncing a word. Like what I did just there. Marvelous. I guess that's the end of that line of thought. I'm not the most complicated bird. That's okay. Lilo, sweetie, please. You're not helping. Maybe you think you're helping, but you're not helping. There we go. Can you please be quiet for like 30 more seconds? I'm almost done with this puzzle. I really hope she's not coming through on the microphone and I'm just like yelling at nothing. That would be more convenient for me. I know you want attention. I'm sorry, but I'm busy right now. There we go. I was like, where does this go? Okay. Couple more pieces and then we can get out of here. Please, hush. Go away. I'll get to you in a minute, Lilo. Come on. Okay, I just gotta figure out where this goes. Tempted to call this video guest starring my roommate's cat. I won't, but I'm tempted to. What am I missing here? Okay, where does this one go then? Where does this line up that I'm not seeing? Where's the empty space on this puzzle? I don't know. I can't see. Am I colorblind? I don't think I am. I feel like I've placed all the pieces, but I obviously haven't. So, like, what am I missing here? Hello? What is going on with this? Where's the spot that I'm not seeing? I truly don't know. What is happening? There we go. Okay. I really wasn't seeing that, I guess, for whatever reason. Anyway, this is the Cathedral St Michel, artist unknown. But let me get out my notes. Yep, that brings us up to 10 puzzles. Okay. That's it for this video. I'll see you all for the next 10. Bye-bye for now.